All right, it's being reported by multiple outlets that Trey Weaver and the Pistons are going after Deandre Ayton. You got people saying, why don't people like Ayton? Like, bro, do you watch the fucking game? People just go by numbers. That's the problem. That's why people like Drummond. That's why people think the Detroit Lions defense is the problem. People like numbers, bro. But numbers lie. People say, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. That's bull crap. Numbers do lie. We've seen Stafford pass stats for years. We've seen LeBron pass his stats this year. Numbers do lie. It doesn't tell the entire story. And that's why I try to tell y'all you can't just go by numbers. If you're going to go by numbers against in elite games and elite matchups. Drummond was phenomenal versus, subpar competition. He had good games versus guys like Jokic. He did have good games versus guys like Jokic, but when it mattered the most, you've seen it this year in Boston. When it mattered the most, you know what I'm saying? When the chips was down the most, he didn't come up big, and that's where y'all not looking. That's where y'all just choosing not to look at. Y'all looking at them numbers, bro. When it came for him to show up in the playoffs and take over, while Chris Paul, who damn near 40 years old, he couldn't do nothing. That's the games you look at when it matters the most. And one of the major reasons is you see how Cleveland is building a team, bro. Athletic, rangy bigs, not dinosaurs like Marvin Bagley and DeAndre Ayton. You know what I'm saying? They're not building with dinosaurs. They building with rangy, athletic bigs. Why are they building like that? They building a team to beat Giannis Antetokounmpo. Why would you go out there and get a guy that Giannis Antetokounmpo dog walked in the finals last year? Why would you go get a guy that went number one overall, but couldn't carry the teams versus a couple games versus Dallas Mavericks, couldn't dominate Max Keebler, whatever that kid name was? You know what I'm saying? Why would you go out and get a guy who couldn't dominate the Mavs bigs? Dwight Powell. I mean, it wasn't even like Porzingis. I'm like, okay, Porzingis is, he can be in the elite. All right. If he can't go out there and dominate Porzingis, okay, I can live with it. He gets, but he couldn't dominate the bigs of Dallas. And people asking the question, why didn't you like Deandre? This is why the Pistons will never fucking win, bro. This is why. It's really Iserman a bust now. That's what it is. It's really Iserman a bust. In baseball, you can turn it around, but it don't seem like the Tigers going in the right direction. It's really Iserman a bust, but Stewart, yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I sure did. He was done for picking Isaiah Stewart. He was done for picking Killian Hayes. That's it. Yeah, he got Sadiq Bey right. Okay, cool. He got Cade Cunningham right. A broken clock right twice a day. It is. But this is beyond me. I don't care about what them regular season numbers say. But it says Detroit Pistons are indeed planning on pursuing DeAndre Ayton once free agency starts. Begins. Jake Fisher threw out Detroit last week as a top option for Ayton, and now Omari Spankford says he's heard this. They are interested in him as well. Here's the tweet. You want to know why you want to win? This is at the point, dog. It's at the point where my boy always tell me, don't let your kids grow up a Lions fan. It's becoming to the point where you should let your kids grow up as Detroit fans at this point. We getting there. The Pistons ain't been relevant since the mid 2000s, right? We in 2020s now. The Tigers since Verlander them left. That was what early 2000 late 2000s. The Wings, you get the benefit of the doubt. They was good for so long. They got somebody to know what they're doing in Steve Osmond. So the Lions ain't been good since the late 90s. So, I mean, it's at the point where you're talking about we done went an entire decade in the beginning of a new decade and ain't done nothing. And they making mistakes that I'm not hired I didn't spend years on the Sam Presti. Troy Weaver like big, slow dinosaurs. That's what he like. He like big, slow, no defensive plan. You gotta defend Giannis now. How slow ass Ayton gonna even match up with Brook Lopez? It doesn't work. He don't match up with Robin Williams. You don't match up with Joel Embiid. You just go get Drummond back. You ain't gotta get Drummond that much money. If you know what I'm saying, just go get Drummond. Just go get Drummond if you're gonna do this. That makes the most sense. Drummond free. You ain't have to pay Drummond $30, $25 million. Go get Drummond back. I'm at that point with it. Marvin Bagley can't defend the brown paper bag in the paint. He can rebound and put the ball back. He don't. That's why, bro. They probably was better bringing Isaiah Thomas in, bro, and letting him run the team. They probably was better bringing him in or somebody that know what they was doing. Detroit teams always. The Wings the only one that got it right. They went out and got a guy, Heisman, who's done it before with the Tampa Bay Lightning. They getting the guy that's done it. The Lions and the Pistons keep getting guys that's never done it before or don't have a track record of doing it successfully. Just being real. People say we got 17 and 10 and look at the numbers. The numbers lie. They lie. Watch the playoffs. He was. Do you see what a Mavericks big fellas is? Let's start off there. Look. He couldn't even dominate. I don't know why they took that button where you can just jump to a different page there. I don't know why they got rid of that. Look at the fucking Dallas Mavericks. Look. He couldn't stop Dwight Powell or Max Klobler, whatever his name is. He couldn't stop this guy. Come on, 7, 5, 9, 1.2. Look at his numbers across the board. This is the dude that Deandre Ayton couldn't dominate. All right, let's keep going. He couldn't stop Dwight Powell, who's a solid player. Stanford educated. He couldn't stop this guy. He couldn't dominate this guy. So you want to know why? We got to go against Giannis. That's who we got to beat. Jared Allen, Evan Mobley, Lauri Markkanen. We got to go through that. And you're going to pay him all that money. He got a video game addiction. He lazy. I just don't get Troy Weaver, bro. Get him out of here. Get him. He's dumb. It's not hard. Basketball, football case, it's a little complicated than football. But it's not impossible. It's not impossible, bro. This dude he got a video game addiction. He not getting better. I don't care what the numbers say. Okay, last year he had a hiccup versus Giannis. Let's see him come back and get better this year. You get to the playoffs this year, he does nothing, bro. Nothing. You go look at Andre Drummond. Hold on. Is he more skilled than Andre Drummond? Yeah, they ain't saying too much. You know what I'm saying? Look, Andre Drummond put up similar numbers his whole career. Look at the numbers. 13, 16, almost 15, 14, almost 13, almost 14, 15, 16, 17, almost 16, 17, 15, 17, 15, 17 and 11, 15 and 12, 17 and 13. Where did fucking get Detroit and Cleveland? Nowhere. No, he put up the same numbers. Why he still ain't in Detroit? He put up the same 4-time rebounding champ. They just numbers. When it count the most and the chips on the ground, when the chips on the table, they don't cut the cake. They don't scream dominoes. So I don't care about the numbers. Watch the games. He don't defend. He's slow. The Pistons are already a slow basketball team if you haven't noticed. Cade is okay athletically. Sadiq is a solid athlete. Jeremy Grant is the most athletic in the starting lineup probably I could think of. Stewart, he athletic, but it don't really matter. He undersized him. They're a slow basketball team. You add Deandre Ayton, you become even slower, bro. You add Keegan Murray, you become even slower. You need athletes like Jaden Ivey, Mo Bamba, Thomas Bryant, maybe even Mitchell Robinson, Tari Eason. Come on. And you don't get better defensively by adding them. Keegan Murray, he a good defender, but he's slow. You can't even play with these niggas in 2K no more, bro. At least you can play with the Lions in Madden when they had Calvin Johnson, Stafford. You can play with them then. The Pistons, you can't play with them. You got to understand where the league is going. Look what Cleveland is building. Jared Allen, Evan Mobley, Darius Garland. They're all really good athletes. Why are they building a line like that with Larry Markkinen to defeat Milwaukee? You defeat Milwaukee, you're not going that direction. You're not defeating nobody with Deandre Ayton. That's why you have to get athletic. You got to get more athletic. You got to continue to get defensive studs or guys who potentially could be defensive studs. Look at the Pistons. Who's the best defensive player? Killian. Was Jeremy Grant got here, he stopped playing defense. You don't have a coach. You don't have a GM. Cade Cunningham is going to leave. I'm telling you that right now, and I wouldn't blame him, bro. Troy Weaver is a grade A idiot. Give me the job. I can do a better job than Troy Weaver, bro. Give me the resource he got. I won't miss. Come on. Go give money to Mitchell Robinson. At least it won't be as much money. Go pay Mo Bamba. At least there's some potential there, some athleticism there. Trade Jeremy Grant. Get another draft pick. Go get Tari Eason. This team is slow so it's slow right now. You add A, you slower. You add Keegan Murray, you slower. We running in place. We beg for a rebuild. They do a rebuild, and we still in the same position. We still winning 20-some games, bro. You think next year it's going to change? If Deandre Ayton was so good and so valuable, would Phoenix let him walk? Think about that for a minute, bro. Like, Phoenix probably ain't even thinking sign and trade. They just thinking like, let Cuz walk. If he couldn't hack it on a championship team, he couldn't hack it for in a year to get his money and stay in Phoenix and win. If he couldn't step it up in the last year his contract to get maxed out in Cleveland, in Phoenix, why would he come to Detroit? He gonna come to Detroit and quit. He got his money. I said the Piston fans are attracted to the bummiest players, bro. And then they can't admit that they're wrong. They still want to admit that they're wrong about Killian Hayes. Oh, he only played this amount of games. Wow. They saying the Lions' former Vikings quarterback Jeff Glantley dies at 25 years old. Ain't that the kid that had the case? Ain't that the kid that had the case with he died in Dallas, Texas. He from New Boston, Texas. That's the kid that had the he the kid who had the case. And he got cleared of the case. He was found not guilty. I was thinking about the Lions should pick him up, you know? That's crazy, bro. He got in a car crash. 25 years old. He had just beat his domestic case, or he was, he was found not guilty. That's crazy, man, the way life go. But rest in power to him, man. Sad to hear. But like I said before, y'all just don't get it, bro. Y'all be protecting these bums, man. I be trying to warn y'all. Tried to warn y'all about Killian Hayes. Tried to warn y'all about Isaiah Stewart. I tried to warn y'all about Cade Cunningham. If you didn't make Cade Cunningham the primary ball handler, y'all was gonna lose. What happened? Lost games. Gave him the ball. Started to turn it around. We got him and Killian. Me and Benjamin Foe warned y'all that him and Killian won't work. But like I said before, man, I won't blame none of you dudes who jump ship and go pick another team at this point. If this happened, I wouldn't blame you. You shouldn't have to sit here and deal with the dumb Detroit franchises. If you migrate to Atlanta, go claim Atlanta teams at this point. You down there in Houston, go claim Houston teams. Because I don't blame y'all, man. I don't blame y'all, man, because this is frustrating, bro. But hey, it is what it is. Check out Detroit Piston Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe button, it's the bell icon button, hit all notifications, increase your chance of notifications. We go live and drop a video. Financially, you want to support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Other than that, you find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. If you have business question, inquiry, response, video requests, all my social media links in the description. Appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time. Peace.